Hello all. Welcome to Value Plus the Family Office, Knowledge Plus for Wealth Plus presentation from our research desk. This week our hot topic is trust, an effective vehicle to transfer your wealth. But before that, let us see what happened in the financial markets last week. Government approved 20 FDI proposals worth Rs 916 crores. This will increase foreign inflow, and higher inflow will reduce rupee volatility and thus rupee will appreciate. Government is about to deregulate diesel prices in the next 6 months with gradual increase in prices. This may increase inflation, government subsidy burden will be reduced, diesel demand will also be reduced. But it's a negative news for auto sector and positive for oil upstream companies. Sensex was down by 182.03 points, that is a negative of 0.89%, and close to 20,217 at the end of the week. FIIs remain net buyers in the equity segment with the net inflow of Rs 3,565.10 crore and net sellers in the debt segment with the net outflow of Rs 819.40 crore. This chart shows the price performance of different asset classes. LME copper rose by 1.21%, whereas gold and silver were the biggest losers. Gold was down by 3.32%, whereas silver dropped by 4%. Choppy movements were seen in various asset classes. Next week, the financial markets will be eyeing on the expiry of derivative contracts, that is on 28th November 2013. We now come to the hot topic, that is trust, effective vehicle to transfer the wealth. In the past few presentations, we had talked about wealth protection, wealth accumulation stage, and from that we now move on to the wealth distribution stage. As everyone, you may also want to make sure that your hard-earned wealth lasts throughout your lifetime and is transferred smoothly to the next generation. The purpose of wealth distribution may vary from receiving the lasting stream of income or gifting the assets to loved ones to leaving behind a philanthropic legacy, and also it can help in the legacy planning. Wealth distribution includes activities like forming a trust, creating a succession plan, drafting a will, and philanthropy. In this presentation, we will have a look in trust. Introduction to trust. Through a private trust, assets or wealth is transferred by settlor and is held by the trustees for the benefit of the third party, that is the beneficiaries, under the Indian Trust Act 1982. So we can say that there are three parties involved in trust, namely the settlor, the trustee, and the beneficiary. Trust is an effective vehicle for succession planning as well as estate planning. It is a structure which provides effective and hassle-free wealth management, asset protection, and also tax efficiency. We come to the types of trust. The first type, revocable trust. It does not protect assets, as this can be withdrawn from the trust. In this case, assets are not considered given away to trust, and so the assets are taxed at the hands of the settlor. The settlor can also be the beneficiary in it. The second type of trust is irrevocable non-discretionary. Settlor has complete control of the trust norms, so he decides which beneficiary receives which assets and in what proportion. If the settlor is himself the primary beneficiary, then he is taxed at marginal slab rate. The next type is irrevocable discretionary. In this case, settlor only decides the beneficiary and does not have the complete control over the trust. Trustees decide which beneficiary will receive which asset and in what proportion. Income tax is applied to the trust level. The concept of dividend distribution tax and minimum alternate tax applicable to company is not applicable to a trust. Beneficiaries can save on income tax from the assets till the time they don't know how much they would receive. So this was the basics about trust In the next presentation, we will look into how to form a trust and what are the key benefits of forming the trust. Thank you. Please share your valuable feedback on our email ID info@valueplusinv.com. Thank you once again.